All right, everybody. Welcome to the Playbook Podcast. I'm your host for right now, Trey Lopez. Nick will be on shortly. If he's not scared, because knowing that guy, something always comes up with Nick Rankin, and he's as scared as heck to come on a podcast, which is just weird to me. Because he tells me all the time that I'm a fraud, especially in PGA 2K. But knowing Nick Rankin, knowing that guy, bro. Anyways, hope you all are having a fantastic. Hope you all had a great weekend. Hope you all had a great week so far. We're in the last week of September. This year just flowing by so fast. It's crazy. Plus, November 8th coming up pretty fast too. Big special day for me. And yeah, so we're gonna get right into it. Lots of football happened this past week overall. Starting off with tonight, actually, I'm gonna start with tonight's game first, and then we go jump into back and where we're at. Tonight's game was the Ravens versus the Lions. The Lions won 38-30. My takeaway on this game was from the Lions' perspective that they had a great running game from the start, a great passing, rushing defense too. It was spectacular. I mean, Hutcherson caused Derrick Henry to cause a fumble. It was shocking to see how shaky Lamar was in the first in the pocket. And he did some good passes, but won't jump to him in a second. But I mean, no, Jared Goff had a great game. 202 yards, one touchdown, zero sack. He got sacked 0 times with a 103 passing rating, QBR rating. So it was pretty good. It was a good game for the Lions off on the side of the ball. The defense was really good. Their defense had good stops when they had a chance. They had Ahmad St. Brown go crazy. He's the best route runner in football right now, without question. He it was unguardable too. And then Montgomery and Gibbs, the best two tandem in football. It showed a lot too. And it was just I was shocked in my opinion. I had the Ravens win this game, but man, I tell you what though, Dan Campbell right now is the coach of the year candidate by far. Um, I know this past offseason they lost 2 coordinators, and people were questioning if Dan Campbell can get it done without his 2 coordinators and being a great team. Just look what happened. They're now 2-1. They were at first in their division now, but this is just crazy to me how things transpired here tonight in this game. So, not to the Ravens side of the ball. Lamar Jackson looked really good. I learned something today about Lamar Jackson that he has the best passing rating in the NFL history. That's better than Mahomes, Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, Drew Brees, Troy Aikman. I mean, my God, this guy's just cooking the whole entire league. But unfortunately, they had a loss tonight. Derrick Henry. I'm gonna start with Derrick Henry for a second. So Derrick Henry couldn't get anything going tonight except for one drive. Derrick Henry had 50 yards on the ground. That's not Derrick Henry-esque. It's not. Um I'm shocked by the way how bad I'm just shocked how bad he's been playing his past couple games, last week and this week. Um Troy made a good point on tonight's broadcast that this is the first time in his career he has averaged 1.5 fumbles attempts his whole career in the fourth quarter. And that's shocking to see because I think Derrick Henry is a top. Oh, here's Nick Rankin right now, bro. Nick is on. He didn't dunk like he always does his past couple of weeks. He's been
Hey,
dunking.
bro. Okay, bro. Okay.
Guys, chat. Here's what crazy about Nick Rankin. Okay,
He's about to say some baloney.
guy gets mad at me for breaking his record. It was a fraud record, basically, according to him.
Okay.
And then he doesn't come on the podcast, and now I want to get it double center, but we won't go there.
What are you even talking about? Okay. First off, bro, I know you play from the front tees. It's okay.
I don't though.
You do, but it's okay. because we got a lot of sports to talk about. So let's just put this aside. All right. Let's just put this aside. All right. I have no idea what you're talking about because I just joined, but I'm just gonna jump right into that Monday Night Football game we just saw.
Yeah. I was talking about it. This is what I said about the Lions. I think the Lions play really good. I mean, I know people were questioning their Dan Campbell as a coach because of he lost his two coordinators, and Jared Gibbs and Montgomery played amazing tonight.
Oh, they were amazing.
I
They were
mean,
fantastic.
dude,
Yeah.
freaking Montgomery had 151 yards, 2 touchdowns, the same with Gibbs.
Gibbs had
And then
touchdowns,
when it
67
counted
yards.
most, when it kept 6, 7, like for real, when it counted the most, dude, they got they won. They run the ball, had a first down when it counted the most.
Yeah.
And then their defense too is really good. They actually held down. They actually held Lamar Jackson really confused and held down. Same with Derrick Henry, because this is shocking to me. Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson combined. Derrick Henry had 50 yards on the ground, which you never really see, and he had a fumble.
He did have. It was. I mean, that was the end of the game. When he fumbled, that game was over.
Yeah,
they were driving the ball. They had to go. They had a chance to go down and take either tie or take the lead with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion if they wanted to do so. He fumbles the ball. Lions get a free. They get a free field goal, which just really made the game a lot harder on the Ravens. And then the Lions. So for me, the biggest takeaway for me, I have two big takeaways. One, the Ravens cannot stop the run. And I know Gibbs and Montgomery are a great duo, but we saw James Cook have his way with them as well. They can't run the ball. They cannot run the ball. And then my second biggest takeaway is they can't rush the passer. Apparently, Jared Goff was completely clean, 0 sacks, and Lamar Jackson took 7 sacks. When was the last time Lamar got sacked 7 times?
Man, it's been a minute.
I don't know. It was great to see Aiden Hutchinson out there, being a force. He had that big force. He was the one that punched the ball out of Derrick Henry's hands. Yeah. He had the tackle for loss. He had a sack. I'm not going to say his name because I'm probably going to butcher it, but Muhammad had, I think it's another one.
Yeah. Muhammad, you're right.
He had 2.5 sacks. He was a freak of nature in that game. So for me, the biggest takeaways is the Lions look fantastic, and the Ravens didn't look that good. They scored 30, but it was that last touchdown by Lamar was a stat pad. The game was over by then, Yeah.
So, and the thing too, the one thing Troy Aikman said on the air, I don't know if you listened to it, but Troy said that this is the first time in his career, in the first 3 games of his career, Derrick Henry in the fourth quarter has averaged 1.5 fumbles attempts in his whole career.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, Derrick Henry is a top 5 running back of all time in my book. The longevity he's been,
he's been amazing.
And then for him to like look human, it's just shocking to see. I mean, last week too, he played awful. He played awful last week. Myles Garrett was all over the guy.
Oh Myles Garrett's just a freak of nature, but still, it's still Derrick Henry's Derrick Henry. He should be a lot better than he is playing. I'm concerned about the Ravens moving forward because of that defense. They're all of a sudden they're in a conference where guys can run the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they play Buffalo in the playoffs, what's going to stop Buffalo from just ramming James Cook down their throats over and over and over and over? Pause. But you know what I mean? Like what's going to stop these AFC teams from running on this team? And if they make it to the Super Bowl, they're probably going to run into a team that's very good at running the ball as well, because all the teams coming out of that we think are going to come out of the NFC, Packers, Eagles, the Bucks, teams like that we could see coming out of the NFC, they all have great run games. So I'm really concerned. I'm concerned. I don't know. Lamar looked a little off to me today.
Yeah, he did.
He looked a little confused. Not confused, but he looked real antsy in the pocket. He would look at runner. I don't know if that was he's not trusting his own line like he normally does, or what was going on with that, but he looked a little concerned. I mean, the Lions dominated. They had that 10-minute drive that was just
crazy,
insane. I mean, it was literally a 98-yard, 20-play drive. It was ridiculous. And if they can't get stops on the Lions, who they're not going to get stops on the Bills. We saw what the Bills did to them in the fourth quarter of the game 1 of this year. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely concerned about the Ravens. They are my Super Bowl pick. I might be swapping that. I picked Ravens over Commanders in the Super Bowl, but we did give ourselves until week 7 or 8, I believe, to change that. I'm strongly considering changing both of those, but yeah, I'm not high in the as high on the Ravens as I was in August.
Yeah,
That's for
and
sure.
people said from the get go that this is the best roster in football, and they ain't showing they ain't showing it.
They're not. They have
They're not
talent
showing it.
all over the place. They literally have talent all over the field. And some people believe Lamar is the best quarterback in the NFL. I think that's Josh Allen, but a lot of people think it's Lamar.
Yeah,
And you're starting 1 and 2, and now they're going to Arrowhead and facing another 1 and 2 team that's desperate to get their season back on track, in the Chiefs. The Ravens we could be talking about the Ravens being 1 and 3 next Monday.
dude, that's crazy. That's I never would have thought Lamar would be 1-3 because Lamar Jackson has the best passer rating in the NFL history, and I don't know. He looks shaky to me too. I was watching him today. I'm like, man, is he trying to force some stuff to run up the field? Like, dude needs to relax and calm down. Cause tell you what, people are figuring out Superman football. Teams are figuring it out. And look at Mahomes. Mahomes can't do what he used to do because people are figuring him out.
Yeah.
So if I'm Lamar and Mahomes, I take a book out of Josh Allen, be calm in the pocket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Trust your own line.
I'm really concerned. David Montgomery had 2 really big runs in this game, the touchdown run late in the fourth quarter, and then that big run that sprung. They immediately went down and scored another touchdown.
Yeah, that was crazy too.
I think their defense is pretty leaky. Their run defense is leaky. Apparently their O-line, and I think the Lions have a good pass rush, but we had some health concerns on Aiden Hutchinson coming back from that horrific, like, just awful injury, so we were kind of concerned there too. But he got sacked
Yeah,
7 times. They didn't look good. They weren't good situationally. Derrick Henry now has a fumble in 3 straight games. He's the only running back in the league with a fumble in every single game this year.
that's
It's
crazy.
concerning.
That's
It's really
absolutely
concerning.
insane.
And both fumbles, the fumble against the Bills and the fumble against the Lions, were back-breaking fumbles that kind of changed the entire outlook of the game. So I'm
Yeah,
definitely concerned about them moving forward. That's absolutely for sure. Going over to we mentioned him a couple of times, going over to Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, taking on the woeful Miami Dolphins on Thursday night. The Bills pulled this one out 31-21. Josh Allen was fantastic once again, 213 yards, 3 touchdowns, completely clean game, 134 passer rating. He added 25 yards on the ground. He only ran it 4 times. They really fed James Cook in this game. He had 19 carries, 108 yards, and a touchdown. For me, this was, I picked the Bills to win this game. I think everyone thinks the Bills are the best team in this division, absolutely for sure. And some people think they're the best team in the AFC. I was a lot of people were concerned about this game. Afterwards, I heard a lot of sports pundits talking about it and kind of saying that it was a bad look for the Bills. I don't think Tua played well at all. I think Tua's cooked. I think Tua's completely cooked. I think they should move on from him. But he was 22-34, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns and interception, 81 passer rating. Devon Achane was 12 for 62 on the ground. They couldn't really get anything going on the ground. They didn't really try much because they were behind most of the game. Tyreek Hill had 10 targets, 5 receptions, 49 yards. He did have that nice touchdown. He ran a fantastic route, and Tua was able to hit him. He was wide open. And Achane, 7 receptions for 29 yards. Jalen Waddle, 5 receptions for 39 yards. I feel like when the Bills got up in this game, when they got up in the third quarter, and the defense really held tight in that fourth quarter. I know that they had that touchdown in the fourth quarter, but I mean, 21 points. If your defense is holding opponents to 21 points and you have Josh Allen on your team, I'm feeling pretty good about that. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So the biggest takeaway for me on this game, Josh Allen's the best player in the NFL. He's the MVP, the best quarterback in the NFL. He should be the MVP going forward right now. And the Dolphins are in complete panic mode, and we'll probably see Mike McDaniel's get fired, or they move on from Tua in the near future. So
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna choose my MVP pick because Joe Burrow got hurt. So Josh Allen's my MVP pick.
yeah,
He's the best player in the NFL right now. He's actually looks, I mean, he looks composed. He looks different this year. He looks like he ain't doing too much of like doing sidearm drills and tosses and all that stuff. So he's the best player in the NFL. And I think James Cook is an underrated running back.
oh,
People
he's
don't
so
talk,
good.
people don't talk about him enough at all. I mean, he's a big piece in the offense. And also Keon Coleman has developed as their number one receiving threat and the Bills offensive side. Now to the offensive side of the football, I think Tyreek Hill should consider going back to Kansas City or leaving. Because here's the deal. This is the same guy I said that Tua is more accurate than Patrick Mahomes. And he didn't have a good game at all. Tua Tua's cooked. I mean, he had one good season in the NFL, which was like a couple years ago. And then he was good in Alabama football, of course, but I don't know. I think those concussions kind of ruined him a little bit. Those concussions kind of ruined him.
Mhm.
So, and Mike McDaniels he's just an awful coach. I think he's really terrible at coaching his team. He needs to really he needs to get fired. And Travis, I agree with you, bro. Right now he's fishing some allegations. And then, by the way, why would Amazon Prime, why would they even mention that in the middle of the broadcast? That is so freaking crazy. I think it was Chris Kirk Herbstreit that said that, bro. I'm like, bro, what are you doing, Kirk? That was messed up. That was messed up on his part. He should have not said that on the air.
Oh my
That was
gosh,
that's
that's
a,
too good, man.
if I'm Tyreek Hill, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get this guy fired, dude. That's H. That
That
you
is
shouldn't
way
be.
too good, man.
Kirk should have not done that, bro.
Yeah. No, that was funny. Definitely out of pocket. They were putting it
How's
up
that
there
work?
like it was they were putting it up there like it was an Amazon next
For
gen
real.
stat, bro. Like he's got 8 baby mamas or something.
They even
He's,
post, they even did the pictures too. I'm like, bro, this guy's actually crazy, bro.
yeah, I know that was really funny. No,
That was messed up.
I mean, if I think McDaniel would be a better coordinator.
Yeah,
He doesn't feel like a leader type to me. And honestly, I think the Dolphins are just lacking a leader. Tua, honestly, he's had so many concussions. I don't even know what he sees. He might be
who
seeing
knows?
straight ghosts and demons, and like he has so much brain trauma so I don't even blame him. McDaniel is he's trying to be too funny. He's trying to be a funny guy. There's no
Yeah,
one like holding anyone accountable on this team. We know Tyreek Hill is obviously not holding anyone accountable. That's like King Von saying that gun violence is bad. Tyreek Hill trying to hold his teammates accountable. So I just, I don't this team seems really lost to me. I do think we will see a restart soon. And the sad part is this could be a Justin Herbert led team with Achan, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle. I mean,
yeah,
Justin Herbert would throw for 50 touchdowns, like
for
legitimately.
real.
So the Dolphins' demise was really when they picked Tua over Justin Herbert, and that was kind of the end of that. They had a couple of they had a couple of good years, but really, honestly, since then,
Nothing's happened.
nothing's happened since that freezing cold game that they lost to in the Chiefs in Arrowhead. The team's not built to win in the playoffs. They're not built to win in cold environments, and they aren't good enough to get a first overall seed. So they have to go to these cold environments to play in the playoffs. So yeah, I'm not big on them. One more thing on the Bills, real quickly. Josh Allen really spread the wealth. I mean, he had Dalton Kincaid, 5 catches, 66 yards. Khalil Shakir, 4 catches, 45 yards. Elijah Moore, Keon Coleman, both had 2 and 3 catches, respectively. He's got Tyrell Shavers catching passes on his
Who in the
team.
world is
I
that?
don't know who that is. Jackson Hayes. Oh, Jackson Hawes. I thought Jackson Hayes went to the Buffalo Bills for a second. Um, he's really spreading the worth. I love the way he's playing quarterback right now. He's not making mistakes. He's not turning the ball over, and he's kind of just turning into a perfect quarterback because
Yeah.
he's probably has the biggest arm in the NFL. Justin Herbert and Patrick Mahomes are right there, but I feel like if they all had a throwing contest, Josh Allen would throw it a bit further.
Yeah.
Because he's just bigger. He's bigger than those guys.
He's 6'5",
And
6'4", something like
honestly,
that.
when Mahomes being 6'2" throws it as far as he's capable of, that's really impressive. But you got a guy who's can throw the ball literally anywhere. If that Ravens game, he made every single throw on the field. It in the numbers, on the seam, over the shoulder, outside the numbers. Like it was just ridiculous. He can do anywhere on the field, and he's one of the best runners in the league at his position. I think only Lamar is better at running it as a quarterback. So I'm changing my MVP pick to Josh Allen.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make an early MVP swap here in week 3, towards the end of week 3. I like what Josh Allen is doing. He's Superman, and if this team can shore up defensively and they give Josh a good chance, they could go pretty far. I think they could make it to the Super Bowl. So yeah, that being said, the Dolphins are cooked. It's over for them. We're gonna move on here. Very interesting game. It was the Packers at Browns. So the Browns, I've noticed in the past couple years, they're a trap team. What that means is they're never that good, but they just randomly beat a good team. Last year it was or I think it was I don't think it was last year, 2 years ago when the Niners were playing very, very well and made the Super Bowl. They lost to the Browns. And now this year, the Packers, who are playing really well and a lot of people think are going to go to the Super Bowl, they lose to the Browns. And there's one person and one person alone that just changed the complete complexion of this game. And it was who I think is maybe the best player in the NFL, Myles Garrett. He is so disruptive. He is literally such a disruptive human at his position. At one point, they had to triple team him. They had the left tackle, they had the running back, and they had the tight end all on him. And and when that happens, it just opens up so much space for the rest of the defense. So you got Jordan Love getting sacked 5 times, and like it's going to be very hard. And yeah, the running back Quinshawn Judkins for the Browns had a great game, 94 yards on 18 carries and a touchdown. The Packers just couldn't get going offensively. This Browns defense is very good, and when Myles Garrett is right, I think he's one of, if not the best player in the NFL. So, I mean, he's the only other guy that was, I think, as disruptive as Aaron Donald was when Aaron Donald was playing was Myles Garrett, and he still can do that. And he just kind of showed, hey, I'm better than Micah Parsons. And I don't think anyone thought Micah Parsons was better than Myles Garrett,
No.
but he sure reminded everybody, you know. And I know Myles Garrett only played 51. I'm sorry, Micah Parsons only played 51 snaps. Myles Garrett only played 52, and he was triple as disruptive as Micah was. Hey Drake, how's it going, man? Welcome into the
Oh, Drake.
But no, I'm for me, I'm not concerned about the Packers because I just think the Browns are a trap team. They just kind of catch people off guard. They really do, because they look so horrible, and then randomly that defense is just so good that I really think that the Packers will be fine. I think they'll right the ship. And honestly, they probably needed a loss mentally because so many people were like, "Oh, this team's going to win." After they absolutely, after they just dominated the Commanders and then dominated the Lions in back-to-back weeks. Everyone was like, "Oh, this team's the best team in the NFC. They're probably going to go to the Super Bowl." They needed something to humble them a bit, and I'm not concerned about Jordan Love. I'm not concerned about the Packers, but yeah, I've been saying this. Amish remembers when I said the Browns it's a trap game, right? It's a trap game. The Browns are a trap for sure.
Yeah, and then it's so weird too because they're like not a good offensive team because Joe Flacco is awful.
Yeah, I mean he's not good.
I mean, dude,
He's just really old.
he's old, man. He's not Tom Brady, dude. The Browns need to chill about that.
He had a 55 passer rating, by the way.
Man, that's awful, bro. Wow, that's awful.
Yeah, and Josh Jacobs went nowhere. 16 carries, 30 yards. I mean, that's a 1.6 yards per carry. He went nowhere.
dude,
So
dude.
yeah,
If they put an actual quarterback in the game, they probably do something special. But you know, they want Joe Flacco for some reason.
yeah. I honestly think either of their quarterbacks, Dylan Gabriel or Shador Sanders, I think would honestly be a better
Yeah,
option here. I don't hate starting the first couple weeks with Joe Flacco, and then the problem is their schedule is brutal. They play the Lions, then they play the Vikings. The Vikings, if Shador or Dylan Gabriel are in, either of them will get dominated because Brian Foles' defense just shreds rookie quarterbacks. It kind of shreds people in general because they absolutely demolished the Bengals 48-10. So I, I
yeah,
I think the best time if they could wait till week 7, because then you get so after Pittsburgh, which Pittsburgh's defense isn't great, but I still don't think you want a rookie playing against Mike Tomlin. You go Dolphins week 7, Patriots week 8, you get a bye week 9, then the Jets week 10. That's 3 games with weaker defenses that you can really get, kind of get your guys going there. And then you go to the Ravens, who apparently don't have a very good defense. You get the Raiders, then you get the Niners, who just lost Nick Bosa, and then the Titans. So I think if they're going to make a change at quarterback, it should be around week 7. I do think that. So
yeah, yeah. That's. I mean, I can see your point on that because, man, this quarterback's is awful. But I think Miles Garrett is the defensive player of the year candidate for
dude,
me.
bro, he's so good.
I mean,
He
dude,
is
he's
so
like
good, dude.
the dude's a beast, bro. Like that guy's
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
talk about someone being carried to LT to Micah Parsons is Miles Garrett,
It should be Miles because he's so
not Micah
disruptive.
Parsons.
He's great in the run. He's just so fast for his size. He shouldn't be as
Yeah,
fast as he is for how big he is. But he just creates mismatches because you have to guard him with 3 guys. You have to
yeah,
keep the running back. So when you keep the running back and the tight end to block, that only means there's 3 people that are running routes.
yeah,
So like 3. So you have 3 guys running routes. That gives your secondary so much more manpower to cover these routes. And then it also frees up the other pass rushers and defensive linemen to get to the quarterback because they're in 1v1s now. They're in one-on-ones now rather than having to deal with
yeah.
double teams. So he's just such a fantastic player. He's better than Micah Parsons. I mean, I think he has been. I really
Me
don't think
too.
anyone actually has ever thought Micah's been better than Miles Garrett.
Except Skip Bayless has. He actually has.
Okay, well, Skip Bayless is a stupid idiot, so it's okay.
He said it on his new podcast. He's oh my
Yeah,
god.
so it's okay. But yeah, I'm not concerned about the Packers. I think the Browns are a trap team. They will always beat one really good team a year, and I
Yeah,
think they just got the Packers this year. So I'm not worried about the Packers at all. But moving on to moving on to 2 other NFC contenders. The Rams played the Eagles in the Link. I don't know how the Eagles always have home games. Do they play more home games than every other team in the NFL? It seems like every important game they play is at home. I just don't understand. I've always felt that way. But anyways, they played the Rams. They were down 26-7. Then they had a roaring comeback in the second half, scoring 28 of their 33 points I'm sorry, 26 of their 33 points in the second half. They came out on top 33-26 after a blocked field goal and run back for a touchdown that ended the game. But this was the weirdest game that I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, that was weird, man.
The first half, I mean, genuinely, Jalen Hurts had 12 yards.
Yeah,
I mean, they had 33 yards of offense at the half, and he comes out and plays a great second half. I don't really know what to make of this game. I have no clue I just don't know. I don't feel like I'm qualified to even like talk about what happened in this game because it was so weird. And the way that the Rams special teams was blocking, the Eagles blocked 2 field goals, and in both of them, it looked like the O-line had Eagles or the team blocking for the kicker had Eagles money line. It just looked like they made bets that the Eagles were going to win, and they just it was really strange. It was really weird. Props to the Eagles for pulling out a win when they were seemingly gonna, lose that game. If I'm the Rams, I'm not worried because you literally make either of those field goals and you win the game.
Yep.
And you go to the link, which is a very hard place to play, and you play very well. Puka Nacua went for 112 yards, 11 catches. AJ Brown finally had his breakout game: 6 receptions, 109 yards, and a touchdown. Devonta Smith, eight receptions, 60 yards, and a touchdown. Saquon still hasn't really gotten going yet, which is concerning to me. 18 carries for 46 yards. He was the reason that they won the Super Bowl last year. I know he didn't win Super Bowl MVP, but he was huge down the stretch in the regular season and huge in every game in the playoffs. So Jalen Hurts finally breaks the 100-yard barrier and the 0 touchdown barrier. Goes for 226 and 3 touchdowns, 117 passer rating. He had a great game. I don't know. I don't even know what to think about this game. I don't know. I think the Eagles got pretty lucky, but they sometimes the Chiefs lucked their way into a Super Bowl last year. So being lucky is not a bad thing, but
Yeah.
I do think they did get pretty lucky in this game.
Yeah, they did get lucky too. And plus, there was a play that Matthew Stafford threw yesterday, and he, I guess Puka got helped by the cornerback, and then Greg Olsen was like, "Bro, that's a pass interference," but we won't go there. Props to the Eagles. Congrats. I know I've been critical of Jalen Hurts, and I'll stand by what I said. He's at that top. He's not a top 10 QB in my book in the NFL. But he had a good game. He proved a lot to yesterday. Matthew Stafford went head to head with him. I think the Rams were a sneaky team too. I think that when I watched the block field goal, I was like, bro, this is the most. It was weird. I mean, and they won. I mean, the Rams had a chance to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 46-yard field goal, and then the Eagles came out of nowhere and blocked it. And that same guy blocked the previous field goal too, but he didn't score. So
it's so weird.
Props to the Eagles. They won. I still don't think they're going to win the NFC. So Saquon Barkley looks like a no-show so far.
Yeah,
which is weird to me because last year he was the third best running back in the NFL behind Derrick Henry and Gibbs. So yeah, congrats to the Eagles for winning this weird game.
Yeah. I mean, they won the weird game. I still think I like the Packers a bit more. I still think I like the Bucks a bit more. Baker Mayfield, by the way, 3 straight game-winning touchdown drives. We got to put some respect on that young man's name. He's an absolute stud. I don't. The Eagles are weird to me. Because these early wins, these weird wins, obviously they're important, but if Saquon Barkley's not going for 100 yards or from scrimmage each game, I'm just concerned about the offense still. I know they finally broke out in the second half, but the Rams were playing a lot of shell coverage. They were up 26-7, and they were kind of wanting the Eagles to throw. And props to Jalen Hurts. He made the throws that he had to make, and they ended up winning. But yeah, it's very strange. But we're gonna move on here to the worst team in the NFC East. Chicago Bears playing the Cowboys in Chicago. Man, I have to talk about the Cowboys, and I got a Mish being a 12-year-old Roblox kid in my chat. So this is just a double whammy. Maybe I did something to deserve this. I'm not sure, but
oh man,
Bears beat the Cowboys 31-14. It was not a close game. And I blame Trey for this because he keeps saying that the Cowboys are going to win the NFC East, and they're just not. Dak went 31 for 40, 251 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. One of the interceptions was not his fault. One of them, literally bounced out of the receiver's hands.
I know. I saw.
Yeah, it was. That one was not his fault. One was his fault. Caleb Williams goes for 298 yards and 4 touchdowns, 142 passer rating, including a 75 or 65-yard bomb to Luther Burden III. Do you know who Luther Burden III is? Because I don't.
Oh no,
on a crazy Ben Johnson flea flicker.
dude, that was
That
ridiculous,
was
dude.
a ridiculous play. Roma Dunze went for 62 yards. Roma Dunze is a stud, by the way. I'm
Yeah,
really happy for him. I liked him coming out of Washington. Now that he doesn't have that what's that guy's name? Shane Waldron. Now that Shane Waldron's not on the team, you get wide receivers that can actually play the game, right? So when this game was bad, Nick would try to trade for Puka. I sent him 4 starters, guys. I don't know what y'all are on, but it's okay. They hate you, Trey. I'm sorry,
I
man.
know, bro. I was
All the
mad.
way, Luther Burden the third went for 19 points. I mean, that's pretty good. So, sorry, I made good trades. Sorry. Jake Ferguson had 13 catches for 82 yards. That's 5.9 yards per target, by the way. George Pickens, 5 catches, 60 yards and a touchdown. He had a good game. CD Lamb did go out with a high ankle sprain. He'll probably miss some time. But I am not shocked by this game.
Yeah,
The Cowboys suck. They beat a bad team. They beat the Giants in a shootout, by the way. They made Russell Wilson look like a prime Seahawk Russell Wilson. And I would like to ask you, how did Russell Wilson look against that Chiefs defense?
like crap.
He looked horrible. The Cowboys, they have, honestly, it's sad. Their 2 best players are their kicker and their running back. Javonte Williams is a stud.
Yeah,
He's an absolute stud. Javonte Williams has been playing great this year. Joe Milton was dealing yesterday until he threw a horrible interception. The Bears dominated this game. They absolutely, from start to finish, Caleb Williams looked great. The Cowboys defense is so bad. I thought I was watching USC Heisman winning Caleb Williams yesterday. That's how bad this Cowboys defense is. Yeah, good for the Cowboys because the Bears running backs averaged, or DeAndre Swift averaged 2.5 yards per carry. And Jerry said, we gotta stop the run. That's what we gotta do. We haven't been able to stop the run these last couple of years, so I'm gonna make a trade to stop the run. Okay. Well, now Caleb Williams is throwing for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns because they have no pressure. He took 0 sacks. Caleb Williams had 68 sacks. He took 68 sacks last year. 68. And the Cowboys got 0 pressure on him all game. And Trevon Diggs got burnt so bad by Roma Dunze. He got burnt so bad by Roma Dunze that he went out the rest of the game because he's faking an injury because Roma Dunze burnt him so badly. This team is cooked. They made the Bears look like a offensive juggernaut. Travis, Jadeveon Clowney in the Big 2025.
Who?
Jadeveon Clowney is who the Cowboys savior. Jadeveon Clowney hasn't been good since I was in high school, okay? This guy's not good. Is that true, Amish? Was that Caleb Williams' first game without taking a sack in his career? It might have been.
So.
Because he took 68 last year. Jadeveon Clowney was a stud at South Carolina. He was a stud. But now he sucks because he's high all the time.
Oh, man.
The Cowboys are fried.
Okay. So, here's what happened yesterday with the Cowboys and the Bears. Okay. I'm not worried about Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott played great until I don't know what happened to that one throw. I think
he's trying to do too. He's trying to get the offense going because CD went out. Like I think Dak's had a fine start to the year. He's been playing solid, but
I think he can lead his team to the playoffs. I think he can. But he has to average 40 points though. Okay. He has to average 40 points to able to make it.
Hold on. Okay. They play the Packers on Sunday.
Okay.
They play the Jets. We've seen Justin Fields cook up some bad defenses.
Yeah.
Okay. The Panthers. That was it. That should have been easy win. I just saw the Panthers score 30 points on a good Atlanta Falcons defense. and shut them out off on defense as well, holding their offense to 0 points. Then they play the Commanders, then the Broncos, then the Cardinals, then a bye, then the Raiders, and they go Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, Chargers, Commanders.
Okay, never mind. I take that back.
Okay,
Anyways,
thank you.
so here's the deal about that. Here's the deal. Okay. So this past 3 weeks, I'm watching this team, okay? And it shows a lot. It shows a lot. We don't have a passing defense at all, and it's like it shows a lot without Micah Parsons not being there. Because Micah Parsons is a game breaking machine. I mean, I've heard Troy say it. I've heard Tony Romo say it. I've heard Jim Nance say it. I've even heard Tom Brady say on the broadcast, who played against really good defenses too, that besides as a quarterback, the second most important thing you need is a game breaker machine.
He needs
Because
into the sack quarterback. Yep.
yeah, and he played against. I mean, because he's seen it with Ray Lewis and those boys in the back in the day. But the Cowboys are cooked. Okay, I hate to say it.
They're cooked.
I thought they were going to win the second, probably in the NFC East.
I don't know why. They did nothing to prove that to you.
I don't know. I thought CD and Dak would go crazy, and George Pickens too, but I didn't show at all.
The defense is horrible.
The defense is bad, man. Here's the deal. Okay.
Okay.
Sunday night, we're playing against the Packers. Okay. Mike doesn't have 5 sacks. Probably.
He might.
Because I'll never forget this too. This kind of reminds me of Randy Moss. When Randy Moss didn't get drafted by the Cowboys in 1998, Thanksgiving Day, he had 4 touchdowns on the Cowboys. And guess who was guarding him? Deion Sanders. He was cooking Deion. Him and Jerry Rice are the ones that made Deion look human. So the Cowboys are terrible. And Jerry Jones, bro. Get this guy off the camera. Jerry Jones said in his press conference too. This team will make it to playoffs. Jerry Jones said that. Jerry Jones said it himself. The Cowboys will make it to the playoffs. Jerry Jones, look at the team you have, bro. Pickens is, to me, he's okay, but he ain't the best. I think he's not a good number 1 receiver.
He's a fine number 2 receiver.
And he's never been good number 1 at all. Even with the Steelers, with Russell Wilson, and he was even in college, never was even that good. Okay, this team is just awful. The Cowboys, they have a defensive coordinator who was a Bears DC last year.
Matt Eberflus.
I guess it's the record. I saw the record yesterday, dude. Yes, he's 14 wins of 122 losses. That's a DC for the Cowboys. That is actually embarrassing. Jerry Jones has lost his freaking mind. Tom Brady was like, dude, Tom Brady was like, bro, this team sucks. I don't know why we're covering this game, bro. I don't blame you, Tom Brady. Bro, Tom Brady from the broadcast booth, close to 50 years old, can come down and cook the Cowboys probably to this day. That's how Tom Brady still has that arm in him. He can cook the Cowboys defense all over the place. And Trayvon Diggs. Calling him Diggs now. Dude. Trayvon Diggs. It's time for you to retire.
Dude, just hang it up, bro. It's done. It's over, bro.
It's over,
dog. It's over.
The dude was slipping and falling.
Dude, it's over, bro.
And I'm like, this guy.
It's over. It's over, bro.
Like this guy actually slipped and fall in the middle of the field, huh?
Mind you, the Bears were missing their 2 starting cornerbacks. They were missing Jalen Johnson, who I think is a top 5 cornerback in the league, and they managed 14 points.
Yeah, that's embarrassing, dude. Javonte Williams Javonte Williams. I'm actually feeling sorry for him, bro.
He's been playing great. Brandon Aubrey is the best kicker in the league by far. And they're stuck on this atrocious, godforsaken team.
Yep. Jerry Jones, man, this is your fault. Jerry Jones, quit trying to rebuild the 90s team, bro.
Dude, he's so obsessed with the 90s team, bro. It's
like, why are you
embarrassing?
Like, dude, they can't come back,
bro.
Here's the deal with
It's
Jerry
so
Jones.
embarrassing.
Jerry Jones, here's the deal, bro. I'm gonna say it straight. If you watch this podcast one day, if I meet you, if I ever cover your team, I'm gonna tell you to see your face too, bro. And it might get bigger in the media. Jerry Jones, Troy Aikman will never happen again. There's only one Troy Aikman. He's retired. He's working at ESPN with Joe Buck. Michael Irvin is an NFL podcaster on ESPN with NFL Live. He ain't coming back. Emmitt Smith is a coach for his son. They ain't coming back, bro. So let it go. This Deion Sanders is the coach for for Colorado Colorado Buffaloes. Ain't coming back. So Jerry Jones, let it go. Let go of your crap with Jimmy Johnson. Like freaking let it go. I get the documentary was great. Top 2 documentary I've seen in my life. That soundtrack was great. The story was great. It was a great documentary, bro. But please let it go. It's over. This guy's obsessed with the '90s Cowboys, Nick. He really is.
He is.
And I'm like, and he's going senile now, bro.
Yeah, he is.
He's officially went senile. He traded his best defensive player in the NFL to a team who actually cooks the Cowboys every single year, basically. They own us. The Packers own the Cowboys since Brett Favre was there when everybody else retired.
Yeah.
They own the Cowboys, dude. And you traded that team to a rivalry, which is insane to me. And Diggs has to hang it up.
Dude, I'm sorry, bro.
He has to hang it up.
He's got to hang it up, and getting Deron Bland back is not going to fix this defense. It's just not. You wish your organization was run like the Niners. The Niners are ran so well that they haven't won a Super Bowl since before the Cowboys won a Super Bowl. So, yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, with Jerry Rice and Deion and Steve Young.
Yeah, so, I mean, it has been quite a while. But, second place. I know you guys like second place. So, yeah, no, I'm done. I've been done with the Cowboys. They suck. They made the Bears look like an elite offense. Like,
and now CD is hurt. Now CD Lamb's hurt too.
CD Lamb's hurt. He's got a high ankle. They're lucky if he's out for 3 weeks. When he's back, they're probably gonna be 1-5.
Probably, man. I don't know.
So yeah, I'm done. It's over. W Nick, thank you, bro. Thank you. Moving on to the Sunday Night Football. We had the Chiefs facing the Giants. This game was interesting to me. So this game, my first takeaway was, wow, the Cowboys defense is atrocious. This was the same team where Russell Wilson just threw for almost 500 yards. Malik Neighbors had 167 yards and 2 touchdowns. And yeah, no, so big props to the Chiefs. Obviously, they have a lot of issues still. They cannot run the ball to literally save their life. But they were good situationally. The defense really showed up to play. Mahomes was fine. He didn't make any mistakes. He also made that tackle. So he threw the ball. So Isaiah Pacheco's brain doesn't work. So he's literally pointed the opposite direction at their end zone. Mahomes throws it to him. He's not there. It's backwards pass with the fumble, right? And
Chris Collinsworth.
Dude, Chris Collinsworth was glazing Mahomes on every chance he possibly could have. But he throws the ball. It's a fumble. The Giants pick it up. They're running. It's about to be a scoop and score. Mahomes comes out of nowhere, forces a fumble, and gets the ball back with a nasty tackle. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was the best play of the Chiefs season. And honestly, that was a huge play. If that's a scoop and score, this game could be completely different. So no, I thought Mahomes played well. That tackle showed a bunch of effort and a bunch of heart. That's the best defensive play the Chiefs have made all year, legitimately, and it was him. But no, he played well. He had a couple of great throws. Tyquan Thornton is all of a sudden the Chiefs' best receiver. He had that 33-yard catch. He had a touchdown. Mahomes missed him on one, but then Mahomes went right back to him and caught it. He's been great. If they get Rashee Rice back, Xavier Worthy back, and Tyquan Thornton kind of turns into this deep threat, they could have a solid offense. because Rashee Rice likes to work in the middle of the field. Rashee Rice also likes to drive his car really, really fast. He should probably be in prison, but it's okay. Hey, and if I traded Tyquan Thornton to him, he would have gotten 18 points, fantasy points from Tyquan Thornton. So I'm just making W trades all over the place. All my hypothetical trades are better than any trade I've seen from anyone else in our league, by the way. But yeah, no, I was I don't know. I mean, good for the Chiefs. It was a bad team. The Giants aren't very good, but they won. You know what I mean? They won, and they had to win, or they were going to be 0-3. So
Yeah, yeah. I think it's probably the best time I see Mahomes play in a minute.
yeah, he
He
played
threw
well. He played well.
he played good. The first half was a little shaky though.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Kelsey, bro, he can't run a route. I mean, he's fast,
Dude,
but dude,
Trayvon Diggs and Travis Kelsey need to retire at the same time. They're
dude,
done.
I don't know. Travis
They're
Kelsey,
done.
bro.
Done.
Travis is like Mahomes threw a pass at him. You know what Kelsey does? He stops like, oh, do I go? Like
Yeah,
he's brain dead.
it's actually crazy. Yes, it is Dart time. I think the Giants should start Jackson Dart now. Russell
Yeah, I
Wilson,
agree.
I've never seen it in my life. He was throwing up hospital punts. So it wasn't a hospital ball. He was throwing up balls that were so bad they looked like a punt. And then Malik Neighbors almost died from it. Like Russell Wilson is awful. I just realized that the Cowboys defense is so bad. Me, you, Amish, and Travis could go out there and probably have a game-winning touchdown drive on the Cowboys. Just us four. Just us
I
four.
agree. I
So
agree.
it's definitely dark time. But I mean,
Yeah,
I
think
liked what I
Russell
saw. I
Wilson.
liked what I saw from Patrick Mahomes for sure.
Yeah, Russell Wilson's over. He's done too, man. I mean, he's the one best part about Russell Wilson is his wife, basically, who was basically some celebrity, something like that, a TV star on Bachelorette, whatever it's called. But here's the deal, okay? Russell Wilson needs to retire. I can't with that guy. It happens with the Seahawks, the Broncos, the Steelers, Giants, and Brian Daboll's an idiot for not starting Josh Dart. Because Jackson Dart is actually a really good quarterback for a young quarterback. So start him, bro, please. Chiefs. Now Chris Jones actually showed up this game. I was a little worried about him a little
Chris
bit.
Jones had a good game. He had a good game.
I was worried about him because he didn't show up the first two games at all. He was like a
George
no-show.
Karlaftis also had another good game.
Yeah. So I was shocked about. I was actually pleased by that
Yeah.
he showed up too. But I just Kareem Hunt actually had a break than Pacheco. Yeah, one touchdown, 34 yards. I know that. But Pacheco, he's not no longer that good no more.
The running hard gimmick, we're done with it. Like he's just
Yeah.
not very good at football. He's just not. I think the Chiefs' next draft pick should be a dynamic running back. We've seen what dynamic running backs mean to the league. Where would the Bills be? Josh Allen having James Cook is such a huge part of that offense. But no, Russell Wilson's done. I like the way Mahomes played. I think the Chiefs still I gotta see him score 30. They gotta
Yeah.
score 30. They should trade for Taj. Literally, give Taj Brooks a chance. They definitely should. But
Yeah, another thing too is I don't want to hear Swifties arguments about Travis Kelsey and Andy Reid getting into it. That's part of football, bro. So those 50 fans,
that's part of football.
Taylor Swift fans out there, y'all don't know football if y'all think it's
that's fine.
something stupid because it's part of football.
I mean,
that's what
Travis
Kelsey needed.
Travis Kelsey literally, that's just his coach saying, hey, dude, you freaking suck. Why don't you play better? Like, come on, dude.
He's lucky he didn't play for Belichick. If that was Belichick, bro,
Belichick would have shot him, bro. Belichick would have shot him.
For real. He probably would have cut him already.
No, yeah, probably. Another thing I was a little concerned about Chiefs-wise is Harrison Butker is all of a sudden missing field goals and extra points. I don't know what's going on there.
He's drunk.
We've seen when kickers fall off, they fall off hard. I mean, Justin Tucker lost his job. Like we've seen when kickers Young Ho Koo just lost Young Hui Koo. My bad. Sorry, I'll say it properly. Young Hui Koo just got cut as well because he was missing kicks.
Yeah.
When you're a kicker and you start falling off, you lose it and you're gone. So I'm very interested to see what happens there if he just had an off game. But the Chiefs needed that win. Now they're playing a very important game against the Ravens, right?
Oh
A
man.
very, very both teams wanted to, both teams desperate to not start 1-3, right? So we'll see. We will definitely see what happens there. Maybe the Ravens' run defense is so bad the Chiefs can get something going on the ground. I just liked that the Chiefs' leading rusher was not Patrick Mahomes. That was good to see. So I thought it
Yeah,
was an
he
overall
led
solid
the team
game.
in rushing, bro.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it was overall a solid, solid win for the Chiefs. They're about to get Xavier Worthy back, who will probably play against the Ravens, and they'll get that very, very safe driver Rashee Rice back in a couple weeks as well. So,
Yeah, Bengals are cooked in me.
yeah, Bengals are absolutely cooked.
If I'm in the gym with the Bengals, I cut T Higgins and get O-line for Joe Burrow.
Jake Browning is just not good enough. That O-line sucks. The defense is bad. Like they're cooked. They're definitely cooked. So Travis, you did mention there's no bad teams. There is. There's one bad team. The Houston Texans are atrocious.
Yeah,
They are so bad.
and
And
I said I'll take last week. I don't know if you watched it, but I said this about CJ Stroud. I'm starting to question his eliteness in the NFL. I don't think he's no longer elite as a
I
quarterback
mean,
anymore.
he had a fantastic rookie year, and since he acted like he was a 15-year veteran and tried to big bro Caleb Williams, he has been awful. He's been legitimate. He's been awful. Right? Well, so I know Butker only missed one field goal and one extra point. Butker does not miss field goals and extra points.
Yeah,
He doesn't, and that's concerning because he's such a big part of what they do in the postseason. So, the
yeah,
D'Amico's Ryan defense definitely looks good. They held the Rams to 14, they held the Bucks to 20, and they held the Jags to 17. But it's not going to matter if CJ Stroud cannot score points. They suck so bad on offense. They have a great pass rush and Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter, but they can't score. The
yeah.
Jaguars are not an elite defense. They scored 10 points. CJ Stroud had 2 interceptions. Like, they can't run the ball. They can't throw the ball. Nico Collins had a good game, but it's just not great. And no, I think the Titans they're bad, but I mean I
I
think
think Cam Ward's really good.
yeah, I like how Cam Ward's been playing, and they're about to play each other. We're about to get the battle of mid. Titans versus Texans next week. See who goes 0-4. But yeah, so that moving on. That being said, guys, we're gonna move on to some actual good news. The Texas Tech Red Raiders are here, and they're here to stay. Okay, my Texas Tech Red Raiders, number 12 in the nation. We should be number 10. We go to number 16 Utah, the loudest stadium in the Big 12, one of the loudest stadiums in the country. The entire college game day board all picked Utah. Nick
Yep.
Saban, Pat McAfee, and I don't know any of the other guys, but they all picked
Kirk
Utah.
Herbstreit.
Kirk Herbstreit, they all picked Utah. Our Texas Tech Red Raiders go
Desmond
and
Howard
dominate the Utah Utes at home. Baron Morton was there. He had 142 yards. He did have 2 interceptions. One of them, I think both of them were his fault. Both of them were underthrown. But then, Ginger Jesus, Will Hammond, steps in that game and starts dealing. 169 yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, this Will Hammond has made a statement. He is here. Jacoby Williams goes for 43 yards on the ground. Cameron Dickey had 67 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. Reggie Virgil goes for 72 yards and a touchdown. Jacoby Williams had 71. Terrence Carter, the big blur, goes for 49 and a touchdown. But the main thing, this defense of the Red Raiders is legit. Everyone was saying the Utah Utes are going to run the ball. Nick Saban said it. Nick Saban, the Utah Utes are going to run over the Red Raiders. They give up literally Nothing. They give up. Let me pull it. Let me see here. They give up 22 yards to Wayshawn Parker. They give up 27 yards to the quarterback, Devin Dampier, who, by the way, pump the brakes on Dampier, guys. I heard people saying this guy's the Heisman going into this game. He got absolutely embarrassed. He went for 162 yards, two interceptions on 38 pass attempts. It's a 52 rating. The defense is so good. Reggie Virgil's everything I thought Micah Hudson was going to be. That's exactly right, Amish. Reggie Virgil's an absolute stud. There's weapons all over the field. There's weapons all over that defense. Lee Hunter, the big boy in the middle. You got Skylar Gilhoward, another big boy in the middle. Then you got those pass rushers, David Bailey and Romello Height. The corners are fantastic. You got Cole Wazinski is at the safety, Bryce Pollock at that cornerback position, and then the stud, the captain himself, the man, Jacob Rodriguez in the middle, holding that defense down. He had 7 tackles and a tackle for loss, and his interception was fantastic. Bryce Pollock also had another interception. This game, as soon as Will Hammond stepped in, it was a close game for most of the time. It was 10-3 for most of the game. And then that fourth quarter, as soon as Will Hammond took the reins, I mean, it was just domination. They scored 24 points in the fourth quarter. I did know that Jacob Rodriguez's wife pilots a Black Hawk. She's also very buff and kind of scary. But no, the defense is fantastic. I love the offense. I love Baron Morton, but what I saw from Will Hammond on Sunday, he is the future of this program. I'm sorry, on Saturday, he is the future of this program. I think he's obviously more athletic than Baron. He's got a bigger arm than Baron, and I think he's got a tighter spiral than Baron as well. He throws a nicer ball, in my opinion, and I think that's just a talent thing. I love him getting these kind of reps in these, and the game was not over. The game was very close when he came in. He got to play in the bowl game against Arkansas last year, and he gets to play in Utah at Utah. I mean, the stadium pulse was going crazy. He just deals 13 of 16, absolutely deals. I mean, everyone said Utah is the best team in the Big 12. And what did I say, Trey? I said that Utah game, Tech has a chance to show the Big 12 and the country that they are here and that they are the best Big 12 and the best the Big 12 has to offer. And they proved that, and they're going to continue to prove that. Their 27 recruiting class is already looking stacked. I saw a report from that recruiting program. Let me pull it up here. I have it saved. Apparently I don't have it saved. Hold on. I got to figure out his name. He's a 5-star defensive lineman who is one of the top defensive linemen in the nation. Jalen Brewster, 5-star for 2027. The Rivals are predicting that he's going to sign with Texas Tech on October 4th. So, I mean, they already have 5 stars all over the place. They have the number 1 O-line in that class. They're here to stay. This team this year might be the worst team we see from Tech for the foreseeable future. And that's scary because this is a great team. Yeah. I got to hear Joel Klatt and Gus Johnson glaze my team on national television, and that's amazing. Also, huge ups to Stone Harrington. Stone Harrington has a new nickname, Stone Balls Harrington, because that boy hit a 58-yard field goal that would have been good from 65. And having that in college is fantastic. He went 2 for 2 from the field goals, 4 for 4 extra points. This offense is fantastic. I mean, in these next 3 to 5 years, we could see the SEC in West Texas at Texas Tech. That felt really good after talking about the Cowboys.
The SEC?
The SEC, an SEC level team in the Big 12 is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Because what's the staple of SEC? Defense.
Yeah.
Texas Tech's defense is looking really nice, and it's going to get a lot better with all these new recruits coming in. Because this year's team, not a lot of guys are going to go into the league, and you're going to get the 26 recruits. And then the 26 recruits are going to get the 27 recruits. Whew. Just saying. Watch out. Watch out for Texas Tech. Watch out. They put the nation on notice on Saturday.
Yeah, I did watch this game. I did watch it. So people out there that say that I was playing golf and whatnot, I want to hear that nonsense, bro. At least I watched the game. I'm like that one person that we want to talk about. He doesn't watch the games. Anyways, so I think Will Hammond was really good on the offensive side of the ball. You know, for a little bit I was a little nervous about them because anyways, I was watching the game, bro. I recorded it. I watched it at work after I edited everything because after you edit everything on Saturday after like 6 o'clock, you're done. So yeah, I actually watched
He
the
didn't
game.
watch it live. He
I
watched it
watched it.
after.
I watched it after work because I thought they were playing like at the night. I don't know why I thought they were playing at night, but yeah, Texas Tech dominated this team.
Just
I think Tech.
dominated them.
I think Tech can win. I think Tech can compete for national championship. I think they actually
They
can.
can win the Big 12. They can win the Big 12.
I
I
think
think
can.
I don't think they should lose the game this year.
If they do, then it's okay. But it's football.
They
No
yeah,
one.
they might lose one, but I think that they should win the Big 12. They should be a 10 or 11 win team.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, and no one's that Auburn team in 2011 with Cam Newton when he went on the
Yeah,
field
yeah,
and
yeah,
won.
yeah.
So Texas Tech's a great team. I think they can. I think they really can win the whole thing if they can. I think they can compete for it, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Congrats to Tech though.
Yeah. No, I think that they should. And I did see the projections now are that if Tech the way it's going, the way it breaks, they might be playing Texas A&M in the college semifinals, the college national championship semifinals in Lubbock. If oh my goodness, if Tech is playing the Aggies at the Jones in the national championship semifinal, that we might set the city on fire if we win that game. We might set the city on fire for a second. But yeah, no, I am. I know they haven't played the Big Ten. I know they haven't played the SEC. I haven't been blown away by any of these SEC teams.
Yeah,
I mean, I really haven't. I mean, Georgia's good. Georgia's always good, right? Texas is not impressive. I'm sorry. Texas is not impressive at all. We got Arch Manning flexing on dudes playing. I mean, flexing on future accountants. I mean, just straight flexing
Tennessee's pretty.
on flexing on future accountants from Sam
Yeah,
Houston after he ran in a touchdown. Tennessee's pretty good. They're ranked 22nd. I just like Vanderbilt's pretty solid, but Arch is just not very good. I'm
I
not
think I think
super
Arch. I
high on
think
Arch.
Arch. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Arch is a little overrated. He can't be a good team. He really can't.
He can't, and I'm sorry if you're flexing on dudes from Sam Houston. There's a problem going on.
To
Okay,
middle school.
LSU is really good. So
Yeah,
it might as well be. It might as well be in middle school. LSU, Georgia, and honestly, I'm not. I haven't been really super impressed by any other SEC team. I think A&M's solid. Oklahoma just went band for band with Auburn. Like Auburn's pretty good. They're not a top 25 team anymore. Tennessee's 15. Alabama is
they need next
but
season back.
I'm sorry if we play A&M in at the Jones in the college football playoffs. That's going to be the great. I'm going to that. I don't care how much money I have to pay. I don't care if I have to ask off work. I'm going to that game.
Would you quit your job?
I would call in dead. Okay? Because I have to go to that game. I have to go to that game. No, I do think that there has to be some sort. I mean, we just saw Illinois get just obliterated by Indiana. I know they're both in the Big Ten, but I'm not. I don't know. I think Penn State and Ohio State are the two best teams in the country. I know Miami is second. I don't think Miami is as good as Ohio State or Penn State, but in my opinion, I am not super concerned about Tech's ability to hang with the SEC right now because they're just really talented. I mean,
Yeah.
their transfer class was a point and a half below LSU's. You know what I mean? Like these are guys that the SEC wanted. These are guys that the Big Ten wanted in the transfer portal, and they went to Tech. The trenches are very good. The O line is very good. The D line is very good. That's what's always separated SEC and Big Ten from every other conference was their trenches are just so much better. Their O line is so much better. Their D line is so much better. Because a lot of the times these college teams aren't really separated by their quarterbacks or even their wide receivers and running backs. Most of the time, it's just they're going to road great and it's just too much for these smaller conferences to handle. But I think Tech can hang with a lot of those teams. A lot of really smart football people were saying if Utah wins this game against Texas Tech that they're a top 10 football team and stuff. So a lot of people were really high on Utah. And now after that domination, I just love the way Tech has dominated them, right?
Yeah.
I do think the Big Ten is more competitive than the SEC. You got Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, and then you got Indiana, who I think is very, very good. If Tech goes on to be Boise State, that's the best thing that Texas Tech football has done in 12 years. Okay. And it's okay because next year's team is just going to be better because there's going to be way more recruits. There's going to be way more high level recruits. That I honestly, if we're a one and done in the college football playoffs, but we win the Big 12, that's a great year. I think this team can win a playoff game. I really do. I really think this team can win a playoff game. They have weapons everywhere. Their defense looks very legit. I mean, the Utah Utes offense, people were saying that is fantastic. You know what I mean? It's not just one player now. It's not just Crabtree. You know what I mean? So yeah, no, I know that the SEC and the Big Ten have that aura, and I get that, and I understand that. But I think Tech can hang. I don't know if they can beat these teams. I'm not saying that Tech would beat Ohio State. I'm not saying that. I think it'd be a close game. You know what I mean? I think it wouldn't be a complete blowout. So yeah, the bye week is actually this week, and then we play Houston the following Thursday. I'm sorry, Thursday. Wow, the following Saturday. It is this week. So, yeah, I don't know. I just like the way that they're playing. I'm glad that they are the highest ranked Big 12 team now over Iowa State. Shout out to BYU. Huge shout out to BYU for being 25 because now we have another ranked opponent on our schedule, and I really want Tech to get as many ranked wins as they possibly can. Their schedule moving forward here, they play Houston on Saturday. Houston is, I believe, is a 3-0. They also have a good record. They did beat. I'm sorry, Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks, Rice, and then Colorado. And by the way, Trey, Colorado's cooked. They're bad.
That ain't my team, bro. What the heck?
It's your team. Stop it.
No, it's not. It's not my team.
You were glazing the snot out of them last year.
That's
and
last
you
year.
told me on the golf course that Deion Sanders could win a national championship.
That was last year. That's why I'm sure they weren't. Travis Hunter were there.
Okay.
Their QB, the Colorado's QB sucks, dude.
They
suck. He sucks.
But no, so they got Houston, Kansas, Arizona State, which Arizona State might be ranked by that game. I don't know. Then they play Oklahoma State, Kansas State, BYU, UCF, and West Virginia. They shouldn't lose another game. But it's football. I get that they could lose one of those. They shouldn't. They should go undefeated this year, I think.
Yeah, and another thing too on college football. I'm gonna say this straight up, and if I'm gonna say something right now. Bill Belichick needs to retire. He's no longer that good in college football. It's different than coaching in the NFL. These are kids, bro. And if I'm Bill Belichick, I would have never went to coach college football. This is embarrassing. 34-9. And I don't care.
He's got his girlfriend on the sidelines, bro.
I don't care about his girlfriend. That's freaking weird. This is not Epstein in the island and all that stuff. This ain't the Diddy parties, okay? So here's the deal. Here's the deal, bro. If I'm Bill Belichick, go back to the NFL, go coach the Cowboys, and then yeah, that's what I would do, or be a DC coordinator for the Cowboys, bro, because college football is different than the NFL. I mean, dude, the first game you have Michael Jordan, LT, and Roy Williams there. You choked against TCU. Last week you beat a bad team, and you play again. You lose to UCF, like, and you're considered the GOAT of college football. Like, just please,
Okay,
bro,
whoa,
please retire.
whoa.
Just
You were
retire.
not telling Deion Sanders to retire when they stunk it up his first year in Colorado.
This is different. This
It's
is
not.
this is the ACC.
The ACC's good.
Here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. Okay, I heard something on. I heard this from somebody on. I heard this from Joe Fortenbaugh
Okay.
on ESPN Radio. He said this. He said, "You know what? Bill Belichick is 0-3 in opening weeks without Tom Brady."
Okay.
And so Deion Sanders actually had Travis Hunter, bro. Actually had a good team, bro.
Yeah, and they
I mean,
stunk it up his first year in Colorado.
I know, but this is crazy, bro. The ACC.
Okay. Okay. The ACC. You got me messed up. I'm blurry. Okay, I'm back. The ACC. You're acting as like a Mickey Mouse conference.
I'm not saying that exactly, but I don't. I just think I don't think it's not like the NFL.
I don't think it's the best conference. I think they're a tad overrated. They do have the number 2 team. They have the number 8 team. Like it's not. They have Georgia Tech out of nowhere, the 16th team, right? I'm not. Let's chill. Let's give him some time. It's his first year. It's a brand new roster, pretty much 40 people, like 40 transfers. It's a Power 4 conference, right? So let's just give him some time, right? Dude, shout out. Well, no, not shout out. The AP voters are literally addicted to Notre Dame. They are 1-2 in 22nd. They were 0-2 in ranked. They think this team in that fake Mickey Mouse conference is so good that it doesn't matter that they're 1-2. Have you ever seen a 1-2 team ranked in your life?
No.
Like, and what's weird about it? In like, if you look at their if we pull up their schedule here, this is kind of off topic a bit, but I was just looking at the rankings, and I remember they were ranked when they were 0-2. Like they did not lose to these. So they lost to Miami in a close game, so that's not a terrible loss. They lost to A&M in a close game, and then they beat Purdue. And it's very strange. They do have UCS left on their schedule, who's ranked. They have an easier schedule the rest of the way. Really weird, right? I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Maybe they deserve to be ranked. I just have never seen a 1-2 team ranked before. I think they should have lost the ranking and have to earn it back with wins rather than getting the benefit of the doubt. But I know Travis is devastated because I think if Nebraska would have beaten Michigan, Nebraska would have been ranked. But they did lose in a very interesting game. But no. So moving over back to Texas Tech. Arizona State plays number 24 TCU this Saturday. If they win that game, they will be ranked. I think they'll just take that spot at 24. So that would mean Tech has 2 more ranked teams on their schedule. As many ranked teams as possible, I think, is good. The more ranked wins, the better for sure. So it is the law of equivalent exchange. You gave up the Nebraska win, your parlay hit, and Texas Tech dominated the Utes. So, yeah. So that being said, Texas Tech has seemingly completely flipped the landscape in recruiting. I mean, getting multiple 5 stars, getting a Texas level recruiting class, 4 stars all over the place, 5 stars, high level, number ones in their position groups. This team, man, that 2027 team is going to be ridiculously good. The 28 team is going to be ridiculously good. I think next year's team is going to be ridiculously good. It's just the top dog of the NIL era, and it's the Big Ten. And if I hear one more Alabama fan complaining about the NIL after you guys gave Hellcats under the table to these young men for 30 years, I will lose my mind. Alabama paid people under the table for so long, and now that they're mad that you get to do it, like, sorry, get your money up. Sorry, Tech has more money than you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we got the best football facility in the nation. By the way, if you haven't seen it, go watch a video on their new facility. It's it's unbelievable. Dabo Sweeney is so pissed, and it's his fault. It's not even his fault. Clemson sucks, by the way. What happened to them? Clemson sucks.
They were supposed to be rejected. They were projected like a top 5 team in college football before the season started.
I don't know what happened. Go get yourself a sugar daddy that's in the oil field like Texas Tech did. Like, the donors are ridiculous.
Like Jerry Jones did.
Okay, I don't want to even talk about that freaking hobo. The NIL era has completely changed the landscape of Texas Tech's football, and this team could get Klubnik. He was supposed to be good. I don't know what happened to Clemson. I mean, they lost to freaking Syracuse, bro. I don't know. No, I'm. That being said, I'm kind of all over the place. I love talking college football, but Texas Tech looked really good. I think that they should go undefeated. They could lose a game. I think they're by far the best team in the Big 12. I really wish we played Iowa State this year. We did beat them last year with a worse team, and I think that Iowa State team last year was better than this one. So But that being said, watch out for this team moving forward. We about to go catch Texas in SEC. We about to go get them boys in the SEC. Okay, we about to go get them, and they're lucky. They are so lucky they don't play us. I tell you what, Arch would have a nightmare against that defense. A nightmare.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think I got it all out. Sorry. I'm done now.
No, you're good. I think Tech's gonna be great, bro. Texas Tech can really compete for the Natty.
Yeah, I think they could win a playoff game this year. I would say that they'll really start competing for a Natty either next year or the following year when they get a couple of those really good recruiting classes. Let me actually pull that up here real quick. I'm going to pull up their recruiting classes here. So in 2026, they have Felix Ojo, the 5-star, the number 6 ranked offensive lineman, the 6'6" freak of nature. 5-star there. Bryce Gilmore, a 4-star tackle. Chase Campbell, Lubbock native from Friendship, Texas, a 4-star wide receiver. I'm super excited for him. Sivoarian Martin, I have no idea how to say his name, a 4-star cornerback, and then Donovan Webb, another 4-star cornerback. That's just recruits, right? And they might go crazy in the transfer portal again. But then that 2027 class, they're about to land a couple huge. They got Damian Guyton, a 4-star edge, Cooper Hackett, a 4-star offensive tackle, Adrian Redmond, a 4-star defensive lineman. And it does look like they're about to land the big 5-star defensive lineman, one of the best defensive linemen in all of high school right now, Jalen Brewster. And we're super early already, and they're going to continue. They're currently the 5th. They have the 5th highest overall ranking for the 2027 football recruits. They're already 5th, and there's still a long way to go, right? There's still a long way to go. But I think that this team is really good, and I think that 2017 could be special, and I think that 2018 could be really, really special. I think this team's special as well, right? But it's really a lot of transfer. It's a lot of transfer guys, and I love seeing. I've just never seen Texas Tech be able to get recruits like this, right? We landed Micah Hudson, that was like a huge deal, and now it's like 5-stars are flying off the everywhere, coming over here. So, I mean, next year, think of the weapons that they're going to have with Will Hammond, Reggie Virgil, Coy Eakin. I think Coy has one more year. Chase Campbell, Micah Hudson, if he can learn a playbook. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that being said, I'm excited for the rest of the year for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to talk about that. I'm done. We're going to move on. You wanna do your little West Texas A&M your WT preview?
Yeah. So WT this week are playing home. I'll be salary reporting it. This one will be live on Flow College. That's where you can watch Saturday at 7 p.m. You'll see you see me doing stand-ups, interviews, probably halftime and whatnot. We're playing against Western Oregon. Last week they got destroyed, 60-52, big time loss. WT RJ Martinez the best player on their team. He can run the ball. No, I mean, their defense is all right, but they suck too. So, but catch up the game. Check it out this upcoming week.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Hopefully you'll be able to see these Texas Tech Red Raiders play from the sideline here pretty soon.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that for you, especially in a couple years when we're going to have one of the best teams in the nation. I'm
Yeah,
really
bro.
excited for that. So hopefully you can give me a little media pass. I'll join you down on the
I
sideline for
got you, bro.
sure.
I got
I'll
you.
just pretend like I'm doing something, and I trust me, I know how to pretend like I'm doing something.
I got you, bro.
So moving over quickly to some NBA stuff. The the weird love for Steph Curry still is here. So I guess what this is that they ranked Steph Curry as the best American player.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I don't know why. Good for him. Good for him, I guess. I didn't even know this vote was a thing. I've never seen this vote in my life before. I think they exclusively made it up. But I guess he beat out Anthony Edwards. So Steph Curry had 11 votes. Anthony Edwards had 8. Donovan Mitchell, that's definitely a Cleveland writer. Voted for Donovan Mitchell. Okay. Wow. So Steph Curry gets the nod over. It was 20 coaches, scouts, and his. What is this voting? What is this? Why are we taking 20 scouts and like that is such a strange survey. I've never seen this in my life before. What even is this? What website is this?
It's sports. This is Sports Illustrated.
Sports Illustrated. They have access to the whole league. Why didn't they ask everybody? Why are we asking 20 teams? Or 20 coaches?
Dude, I don't know. But I mean,
I didn't even know this was a thing.
yeah, I saw it. I saw it on Instagram, and then I'm like, what? Over LeBron and Ant-Man and Jason Tatum, but I can't stand Curry fans, dude. I can't.
I mean, good for him. They're about to have a horrible season, so I guess you get something nice there going for you. Steph's a great player. I don't think he's better than Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy. I'm sorry. He's not better than LeBron either.
Yeah.
Is this? It's just American players, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not guards.
No, it's just
Is
it's
it
not like
guards?
no among every player. Like LeBron's not on
Okay,
the list.
okay. So I don't.
Yes,
I think it might.
because
How?
because because it
Yeah,
because the ESPN what's it called? An ESPN writer said asked a group of NBA executives and coaches and scouts asking who is the best American player right now in the NBA, and then one said Jason Tatum would have been probably up there, but he's not. He tore his Achilles.
okay.
So Curry earned 11 of 20 votes for the American best player in the NBA right now.
Okay. Did we just miss LeBron James going sixth in MVP voting?
I guess so, man. I'm 40 years
Okay,
old
okay,
too.
okay. Donovan Mitchell, okay. Hold on. Okay, LeBron this year averaged 24.4 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds on 37% from 3 and 51% from the field. Steph Curry this season averaged 24 points per game, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 39% from 3, and 44% from the field. And he's just a worse defender.
Yeah.
Curry was 9th in MVP voting. LeBron was 6th in MVP voting. So okay, that's interesting. Very interesting. I do think if I were to vote, if I put my biases, I'd probably still pick LeBron, but I think Anthony Edwards is weird thing. Very weird. I don't know why I asked 20 people. Whatever. Okay, cool. So I guess you want to talk about this here. I have no idea what this is about at all. So if you want to talk about the next one, go for it.
Yeah, so Adam Silver made a press conference before after the NBA ended a couple weeks ago. And Adam Silver said that he's getting a lot of backlash on the new TV contracts that happen. Because on what I saw was Sunday will be ABC, Monday will be Peak NBC, Tuesday will be NBC, Wednesday will be Prime Video, and then Thursday will be Prime Video as well. And Friday will be ABC again, Saturday, and then Saturday will be NBC for his upcoming season. So he's getting he's getting a lot of backlash because of I guess people are getting tired of the streaming platforms. So he's getting a lot of backlash for a lot of new TV contracts that happened because he got rid of TNT. So that's why I put that.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think Adam Silver sucks, but whatever, it's fine.
He does suck, bro.
Yeah, sure, cool. Moving over here, some golf real quick here. The Ryder Cup is coming up very, very soon.
This week.
I think it starts Thursday?
I think let me see.
It does start on Thursday. No, it starts on Friday. It's gonna be Friday through Sunday. At Bethpage, I'm worried about the United States team this year.
Me too.
I think the European roster is loaded. I do like that Bryson's on the American team. They have the best player in the world, Scotty. They have Bryson, who's a very good player. But I think in the middle, and also, John Rahm's always great at the Ryder Cup. John Rahm's great. Rory's great.
Is he playing? John Rahm?
Yeah, John Rahm's on the team. Yeah.
No, I'm surprised.
He was a captain's pick. If you pull up the Ryder Cup website, it'll tell you the teams and everything. The European team also has Luddy. They got Ludwig. So the American team is Sam Burns, Patrick Cantlay. Oh my God. Patrick Cantlay, Bryson DeChambeau, Harris English, Ben Griffin, Russell Henley, Colin Morikawa, Xander Schauffele, JJ Spawn, Scotty Scheffler, Justin Thomas, and Cameron Young. The American team, we swap over the European team, Ludwig Oberg, Matt Fitzpatrick, Tommy Fleetwood. So Tommy Fleetwood, Victor Hovland, Shane Lowry, who's a stud at the Ryder Cup, Bobby McIntyre, who's had a great end of the year. Then you go Rory, John Rahm, Justin Rose, Sepp Straka, Tyrell Hatton.
Man.
And Rasmus Hodgaard. I don't know how you say his name. Ludwig Oberg. So the big hitters, in my opinion. Ludwig Oberg, Tommy Fleetwood. Tyrell Hatton's a sneaky good one. Victor Hovland, Shane Lowry, Bobby McIntyre, Rory, John Rahm, Justin Rose, who, mind you, almost won the freaking Masters.
Yep.
He almost won the freaking Masters. Sepp Straka, who's a very, very good player. Man, I am terrified for this Ryder Cup. I love my country. I'm also the biggest Rory fan ever. I'm so conflicted. I want Rory to do well, but I want USA to win. I don't know if this team... See, my camera's worried too. The only thing that gives me hope for Team USA is Bryson DeChambeau is on this team, and he will get that crowd so hype. It will be unbelievable. Dude, you know how much I would kill for a Bryson Rory match play in singles? Dude, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Because Bryson's a stud, man.
They don't like each other.
Yeah, I know they don't.
So Bryson beats him at the U.S. Open. Everyone says, "Oh, he can't hang. Rory can't hang with Bryson." Then Rory cooks his stuff at the Masters. They don't like each other. They have different point of views. It's the live guy and the PGA Tour guy. Oh man, they have to give it to us. They have to give it to us.
Well, Bryson might leave to live golf because his contract's up,
Yeah,
and Greg Norman they didn't want to sign him
he might leave, but man,
because of it.
it
Because I was told they don't like his YouTube channel and all that stuff.
yeah. I don't really know, but I am very, very concerned about Team USA. It is in New York City. Or, I'm sorry, it's in New York. It's in Farmingdale, New York. It is home field. There's gonna be a lot of USA fans out there, but this European team looks so stacked to me.
Yeah.
I mean, having the guy who just won the tour championship in Tommy Fleetwood, a Masters winner, the Masters and the Players winner in Rory, John Rahm, who's not great right now, but he's always he dominated the 2020 Ryder Cup, right? Justin Rose, who was the runner-up at the Masters, Bobby McIntyre, who had like 3 straight runner-ups in a row, who just has been rolling the rock like a stud. Victor Hovland, who is a very good golfer, and then Shane Lowry, who when you get Rory and Shane on the same team, that's dangerous stuff, right? They're very, very good as a team. So I am concerned to say the least. I would pay so much money to see a Scotty Bryson versus Rory and Shane or Rory and Tommy Fleetwood or Rory and Rahm. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. But I do think I'm rooting for my boys, but I think Team Europe's gonna take it.
Yeah, same. Patrick Kennedy's gonna take forever to hit the golf ball too.
He's gonna take forever. He might actually make people crash out. He might. Yeah, so yeah.
Dude, he does it on purpose too.
Yeah. Oh, he absolutely does. So they did rank the top 25. I'm sorry, the top 25 Ryder Cup players. They ranked them all, and this ranking is strictly based off Ryder Cup play. It's not based off who they think the best golfers are, because there are some golfers who are better than others who are lower because they're not as good in the Ryder Cup. They got Scotty ranked 1. He's the best player on the planet. They have John Rahm ranked 2 and the reason why they put him 2 was each time he's went toe to toe with Scotty Scheffler at the Ryder Cup, he's beat him.
Yeah.
And that was kind of why they said that. I think the Rory should be at 2, but I'm fine with Rahm at 2 because of how well he is, how well he plays at the Ryder Cup. They have Rory 3 because he has so much experience. He's been. They were a bit worried about his, after the Masters win and the rest of the summer being a little struggle. I get it. They got Tommy 4, Bryson 5, Russell Henley 6, Ludwig Åberg 7, Xander 8, Ben Griffin 9, Matt Fitzpatrick 10, Victor Hovland 11, Patrick Slowpoke Cantlay at 12, Cameron Young 13, Tyrell Hatton 14, Bobby McIntyre I think's way too low here at 15, JJ Spawn at 16, Sam Burns 17, your guy JT it's 18. What a fall from grace. Yeah. Harris English at 19, Shane Lowry at 20, which is way too low. He's way too good at the Ryder Cup, I think, to be at 20. Colin Morikawa at 21. Rasmus Hodgaard, I don't even think that's how you say his name, at 22. Justin Rose, who I also think is way, way too low at 23. Sepp Straka at 24. So.
Well, I'm talking about JT because JT's usually good in the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, he is usually good. I think they're just really worried about his play this year. Which I get. This is golf.com. So the only things I would say is move Rory to 2. I like Tommy at 4. I like I think I think Bobby McIntyre and Shane Lowry should be a little higher, but that's just me. So
yeah, that's interesting.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. It should be good. So yeah, the Masters first 2 rounds is going to be on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime must have paid a bag.
Dude, I'm gonna say something real quick about this crap. So I like it, but Amazon Prime sports suck, dude. Like this, it's just terrible how they broadcast. Like it better be Jim Nantz. Like they always have, like he is on ESPN.
Oh well, so
or Scott Van Pelt.
Yeah, no, I definitely think so. But I think that the app is still going to be the app because I think the
Okay.
Masters app is the best app in sports. Like
Yeah.
that app, when it's the Masters, is the best place to watch the Masters. So I do think it's just going to be an addition to what they already have. I think the app will still do everything that it's doing. And it's only for the first two rounds, which it's fine. I'm fine with that because rounds 3 and 4 moving day and then
Yeah. It's on
Sunday.
CBS.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so with CBS handling the weekend, I'm very good with that. But as long as the app is the app, I'm cool.
If it's not, dude, then I'm gonna call Jeff Bezos and tell him off.
Me too, for sure. So, but yeah, um, I don't even know what you mean right here. What does this mean?
So season 3, Tulsa
Tulsa
King.
King. Oh, Tulsa King is
Tulsa
out.
King is out. Season 3 with Sylvester Stallone. By the way, he's natural Nick. Always has been his whole career. Anyways, so season 3 is out. I finished season 1. Pretty good season so far. Taylor Sheridan is making another Yellowstone sequel with Yellowstone with 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 Casey Dutton, John Dutton's son. Um, and then made another. There's gonna be a Four Sixes Ranch sequel show coming out in November, so I can't wait to see that too. And yeah,
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah. That's all we have today, guys. We're almost 2 hours. I didn't even look at the time. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning,
and
or an hour and
giveaway
40
too
in.
will be Did you do a giveaway now or wait?
Oh, let's wait. We'll wait till we'll do the start of next episode so more people are in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
start next
Start of
episode.
next week's episode, we'll do it. Um, yeah, we're excited for that. I'm very excited for the rest of the football season, NFL and college football. Super excited for that. I am also just absolutely so ecstatic for the future of Texas Tech football. Um, and yeah, so Travis, I don't hear anything about rigging. You vote multiple times in a democracy league. You vote literally twice in a league where you cry democracy and then pretend like it's not you. So, anyways, that being
Yeah,
said, guys,
don't be a dictator, bro.
yeah, he is, bro. Trust me. You're new here, but he is. But yeah, guys, we're gonna get out of here. And you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And may y'all please have these streams a bit earlier. Unfortunately, we both have jobs that leave us having to do these later because we both work the evenings. So it's going to be a lot harder unless we do mornings. It's literally going to be
Yeah.
mornings or
If we do
this
morning, bro, I could do Tuesday morning. That's all I can
Yeah,
do.
nobody's gonna be here though if we do mornings. Y'all all gonna be asleep or at school. So it is a
Yeah.
struggle. We're trying to figure something out. Hopefully we can. But yeah, that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, we'll stick to nights because yeah, you ain't be here if it's in the morning. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by. All of you guys who stopped by, who stayed and hung out with us. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your week. And we will see you guys next week. Enjoy some football Thursday, some college football Saturday, and some NFL football on Sunday and Monday. And we will see you guys again.
Thursday don't watch it because it's terrible teams, so I'm not gonna watch it.
I'll probably watch it just because I like football. I'll watch one quarter and then probably give up. So, alrighty, guys, y'all have a fantastic rest of your week, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Go Cowboys too.
Okay.